Hi, this is Christina Lazrak, and I'm here with Paul Godbout to speak about real estate news you could use today. Paul?
Yes.
How are you?
I'm doing great.
Thanks so much for coming in today.
Thanks for having me.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
I figured today would be a good time to talk about move-up buyers.
Okay.
We have buyers who need to sell their homes and upgrade to a better home because prices are awesome and so are interest rates. And I was wondering if you could help me talk them through the process.
Absolutely. Let's talk about it.
Okay. So what would your first step be? What would you recommend that if someone who needs to sell do before they start even looking to buy?
Well, the first thing we have to do is definitely get pre-approved.
Okay.
So the pre-approval is the number one step. It's the most important piece because that's going to tell you if you can even qualify for another home,
Okay.
how much you can qualify for,
Yeah.
if you need to sell your current home in order to qualify for that other home, or maybe you can buy the other house without even selling your current home.
Okay.
You can qualify for both.
Okay. All right. So the first step is just a financial step, just to make sure they can even qualify for a loan.
Right, and you want to work with a lender that's going to look at your whole picture.
Someone like you.
Yeah. No, thank you very
You're
much.
welcome.
Well, at least take a look at not only just take a look at your credit, but look at your income, your
Okay.
asset position, what you have for reserves, etc. Make sure that you can really afford that house, and so
Okay.
you don't get yourself in financial trouble.
Okay. For me, for when I do have a client that needs to sell to buy, I always recommend that we don't start really actively looking or even put in an offer on a property until their home is under contract, because how do they know how much they can spend until they know how much they're going to get for their own home? Do you think that's good advice?
I think that's great advice.
Okay.
Absolutely, because one of the big parts about our pre-approval is how much they're going to put down.
Right,
You know,
okay.
what your down payment is, because it's going to determine if you have PMI or not, or what exactly the amount we are financing. So,
Okay.
yeah.
And what my team does is we make sure that all of the contracts protect our buyers' deposits all the way through. So they are never set to give a mortgage commitment until their buyer has received their mortgage commitment. So they're always protected. So, and we prefer that the closings are on the same day, so they're not ever homeless as well.
All right. So if for some reason they couldn't sell their existing home, they still have they have basically an out clause, so they don't get.
Exactly.
Okay.
Right, exactly. So obviously, if they have to sell to buy, then if their buyer's mortgage contingency didn't go through, then obviously their loan would be denied as well, so their deposit is protected.
Oh, that's a great way to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good.
What else would you like to talk about?
Well, I just wanted to talk a little bit about some of the reasons people might be afraid
Okay.
to buy that, to upgrade their living situation, or to be a move-up buyer. Some of the things I hear are, well, what if I don't get financed? And we've already talked about that a little bit as far as the pre-approval. Now we know that if they can't sell their existing home, but what if, what happens if they sell their house so fast they can't find something else in time?
Okay, well, as the seller, we can dictate when the closing date will be. So we can ask for a 2-week period to locate and identify a house and get it under contract. Or we could arrange for temporary housing in the worst case. Or we just keep extending the closing date throughout their contract. It's not the preferable way, but I think keeping an eye on the market, knowing the market, we send them only the homes that meet their search criteria. We don't send them all of the listings. And then that way they know the areas that they want to move to, and then they're ready to just place an offer on a house once they know their place is under contract.
And right now is a great time to buy, right?
Absolutely. Best time.
Best time.
Yeah.
Well, I was thinking about that because if you own a house that's worth, let's say, $200,000, and you're selling it for maybe 20% less than it used to be worth, but you buy a $400,000 house, you can buy that for 20% less.
Exactly. It's a bigger haircut.
Yeah, you're getting a much better discount.
Exactly.
No, maybe I should get pre-approved.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much today for coming in, Paul.
Right.
I really appreciate it.
All right. Thanks, Christina.
You're welcome, and I'll have all of Paul's contact information right at the bottom of the screen.